Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lucy, and if you are a return subscriber, welcome back and thank you for the love and support as always. So today we're going to be doing an assumptions video. My last kind of just sit down and talk video got a good response, so I said I'd give it another shot because I know my channel is so like based on like makeup and all, and a lot of people would be interested in that, so I'm trying to expand it and just get some more people interested. So I said this would be a nice little video to do. I've wanted to do this for a while, but I've kind of just been scared of what people would say. So I put up on my Instagram the other day a questions box for people to make their assumptions, and like it's so annoying, like not a lot of people comment my questions thing until they see other people like doing it, and obviously I couldn't share it because like that would be giving away the assumptions. Like nobody really comments on my questions thing until I start sharing them, and then I got so many. So I put up like an anonymous, is that how you say it? Anonymous? Yeah, an anonymous site link thing, and I was like, oh, you know, some people might just be nervous or something, and people went in. They were being nasty as hell. Yeah, and I'm gonna try and not curse in my first 2 or 3 minutes of a video from now on, because that's how you get demonetized. So yeah, yeah, people were going in hard. Like, yeah, like at the start it was kind of like upsetting me, but then I was like, you know, it didn't. I just gotta get a thicker skin, and like if I'm gonna be on YouTube, I'm gonna get hate, and I understand that, and I get more support than hate, so it's not that bad really. I took that down after like an hour because it was just getting cruel. I was just like, oh my god, like if you can't say it, like I was doing it so people say like we're just nervous, you know, they didn't want me to know that like they said something like inappropriate or something, but I didn't know people were going to be going back to the Ask FM days being just nasty little shits. Like, and I just wanted to say really quickly before I start this video that a big thank you to everyone who has been supporting me recently. It's been amazing. Like, people are so kind and they really want me to succeed in this, so it's so nice that people believe in me, and I will not forget you if I ever do make it big. Not jinxing it, but maybe one day. So a good few people asked questions, but I didn't want this to be like a Q&A, so I'll save them for a future video. So I'm gonna be clearing up some assumptions, some nice ones, some not so nice ones, and maybe a few nasty ones. So if you want to see that, just keep on watching. So someone's, oh shit, there's more. Blackmail. When I put up that anonymous link, a lot of people were asking the same question, not even an assumption, which I won't be addressing. So just if you are thinking why I'm not bringing anything up, I'm just not going to address things that could upset anyone. This is just about me. So the first assumption is you're single. No, I'm not. I'm in a relationship. I have been for nearly 4 years. If you follow me on Instagram, or you can follow me a while on YouTube, he is scattered amongst them both. So yeah. Assumption is you plan on having a big family. I don't know. I don't really know if that's true or false. So I don't think so. Like, I'd love to have loads of kids, but like to have loads of kids you need to have loads of money. Like, I wouldn't have loads of kids if I couldn't take care of them, you get me? Like, if I couldn't, you know, take care of them in the sense that we couldn't go on a holiday, or they couldn't, you know, get treated sometimes, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to be really under financial pressure if I had loads of kids. So no, I'll stick with maybe 3. The next assumption is you want to do makeup as a full-time job. Yeah, that is true. So once it's all over, I want to be doing makeup full-time and then just doing YouTube, trying to build it. I'd have more time then. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm not answering them. Next assumption is you are genuinely happy in yourself right now. No, I don't think that's true. I don't know. No, it wouldn't be true. I just don't really know how to address that. Definitely not what's going on in the world right now and everything that's going on in my life. I wouldn't say I'm genuinely happy, but I'm trying my best to be happy, and that's the main thing. So the next assumption is you're a lightweight. No, well, A few years ago when I'd like drink like a good bit, because we used to go out all the time, I'd be like a heavyweight. I'd drink so much. Like how? I used to drink like a naggin and a half and then like more drinks out. Like how is that a thing? How did I not die? Like if I couldn't even drink vodka anymore. Hell to the no. No bloody way. Well yeah, I think it's because I don't drink. When I would drink occasionally, it would hit me a lot harder obviously. So yeah, I'd be a lightweight now, I say. Next assumption is you're jealous of other girls. Yeah, of course I am. I think everyone's jealous of other girls. I actually went through Instagram today and like unfollowed all celebrities, except the Vampire Diaries cast, so. But yeah, I think it's kind of, how can you not be jealous when you go on your phone, all you see are these beautiful, unrealistic girls? And yeah, I'll admit I'm jealous of other girls, aren't we all? The next assumption is you're not allergic to anything. I used to actually be allergic to cabbage, but then I ate it so much I got used to it and now I'm not allergic to it. Yeah, but no, apart from that, I'm not allergic to anything. So the next assumption is you've had a pregnancy scare before. I don't know really. Like I used to go through phases of being like, if my period was late, like even like 2 days, I'd be like, oh, I'm pregnant. But like it would be highly unlikely you get me. Like I was on the pill, and also like it'd be highly unlikely. But no, not a proper pregnancy scare, just me being paranoid. So next up is not an assumption, but it's just something that someone said, and I said I'd read it out because it's really nice. Someone said, I used to think you were a cold and intimidating person, but you don't give away them vibes anymore and you have become one of my favourite YouTubers. So that was a really nice question to receive. That was actually on the anonymous app. So it's been killing me trying to find out who this is. So if you're comfortable with texting me, I'd love if you gave me a text, and I just would love to find out who you are. And I'm really happy that you like my YouTube, it means a lot. But that was a really nice question, and I do really understand where you come from. A lot of people don't really know what cold means. Does that mean you have no personality or something? I don't know what cold means in relation to like a person's personality, but I know what you mean when it says intimidating person, because a lot of people who don't know me think I'm really intimidating, which I don't really understand. But anyone who knows me knows I'm the most least intimidating person ever. Even a friend of mine told me when we first like started hanging out that like she was really intimidated by me at the start and she thought I'd be a bitch, and now she's like, you're just so fucking mad, like how could I ever think that? So yeah, that's just something to kind of look out for. If you think someone's intimidating, just have a chat with them, and if they're rude, they're rude. But they could be the nicest person ever and you just don't know, because they might just have that look. Some people have a resting bitch face. I don't think I do. I think I just have that face where I'm like this. Like, you know, people drive past and they like wave and I'm like, because like I can't see shit, like, you know what I mean? It's not that I'm rude, I just can't see anything, and I have really late reactions. And my dad's always like, you fucking wave, like you're she said hello to you, and I'm like, yeah, like I didn't know what to say. Like I was so like, and it's too late for when they've already walked past for me to turn around and be like, hey, like there's some stranger, like, you know what I mean? So the next question is so this question here really upset me at first, and then I was kind of like, wait, hold up, this is just so untrue. So the assumption is you're trying too hard at makeup when you're actually not even good, lol. So when I first seen this assumption, I was like really upset and I was just really offended, and then it only took like 60 seconds to kick in and I was like, hold up, wait, what? No. I may be bad at a lot of things, but makeup isn't one of them things, and I don't need someone to tell me I'm not, or to tell me I am. I know in myself, I may not be the best in the world, but I know myself I'm pretty damn good, and I don't think that's cocky, I don't think that's anything. I just think it's me being confident in my work, and I know I'm good at makeup. You should be confident in what you do, and yeah, so whoever said that assumption must be either a boy or jealous. So, ew, that's a question I'm not answering. Like, who are these people? So the next assumption is one that I was kind of like, what? Like, I didn't really know what to make of it. The assumption was, seem like you don't have many friends and are a bit weird because of that. What? I don't really know what that means. Like, it's saying I have no friends and I'm weird because I have no friends. I actually have friends. I just push myself away from people. Like, I quite like being alone. I quite like being with myself. I don't know, and I don't drink or anything, and I don't really hang out with a lot of people, but I still have friends. Like, I'm kind of weird, but like, I felt like it's fine when I call myself weird, but when someone else called me weird, I was like, what do you mean by that? Like, what does that mean? So next one is, your confidence has grown so much since you started YouTube and you look so happy. So thank you so much. I would say my confidence has grown a lot since I first started. Even if you look back on my old videos, there's just a huge difference. And a lot of people, even just in the last few weeks, people have said my confidence has like skyrocketed, which is really lovely to hear. Like, you can just see that I'm getting more comfortable on camera. So yeah, that's really nice, and thank you so much. So the next assumption is, you are spoilt. No, I'm not spoilt. Apart from this pandemic, I would have 2 jobs and be in 2 college courses, so I would usually make my own money and buy my own stuff, but my mum and dad would spoil me at Christmas time, and like, my mum would sometimes buy me something if I'm feeling really down or I need a pick-me-up, then she'd treat me. But Christmas is usually the only time I'd get spoiled, as you'd say. The next assumption is, you've slept with over 3 people. No, that is false. I've only slept with 1 person, and that is my boyfriend. So yeah, nothing against people who have slept with more than 3 people. That's completely normal, but no, only 1. The next assumption is, you have loads of guys in your DMs. Yeah, like, I have like randomers, like proper randomers, and you just press decline and all. And then sometimes like people that like I don't know of but don't follow them, but they'd follow me, would like they wouldn't text me, but they'd respond on like my questions boxes and all, and it would make me so uncomfortable because I'd just be like, what? Like, you know I've got a boyfriend, why are you even saying that? Like, I just think it's highly disrespectful when someone tries to text you or like be like that when you have a boyfriend. It's not like I have a secret boyfriend and no one knows, you get me? It's quite obvious I have a boyfriend, so I just think it's really disrespectful. So I'd say there's a few guys in my DMs, but I wouldn't entertain them. The next assumption is, you have a private Insta. Yeah, I do. I only have one because I don't feel comfortable posting pictures of my niece on my public account, just cause someone used a picture of me and my niece on a Tinder profile. They used all my pictures, and one of the pictures were me and my baby niece, and they used my name and all. So I tried to get the profile taken down like 3 times because it kept getting sent to me, but I just gave up at that stage, and I just deleted all my pictures of my baba. People are fucking weird, like. So yeah, I just have a private one, and I just upload random shit like to do with YouTube, like accomplishments or pictures of Lily, and just stuff that like people wouldn't care about on my public account, and I wouldn't really feel comfortable posting on my public account. But yeah, it's just like my family that follow me and like a few friends. So the next assumption is, you've had guys with girlfriends try to text you. I don't think so, actually. I don't actually think so. I feel like people would know me if a boy texts me that had a girlfriend, I would screenshot it and send it to the girlfriend. I'm just like that, and I feel like maybe people get that vibe off me, maybe, or maybe they just don't fancy me. I don't know. So the next assumption is, you've done drugs. No, I've never done drugs, never will, don't have an intention of ever doing them. Not judging people who do, I couldn't really care less. There's just so much risks associated with drugs. I would rather not You know what I mean? So the next assumption is you're only doing YouTube for the fame and money that could come from it. No. So I do YouTube because I love editing so much, and I feel like on YouTube I can truly be myself, and I just feel like this is for me, if that makes sense. That might sound soppy. Soppy or sappy? Soppy. They're both the same thing, aren't they? Anyway, irrelevant. But no, I'm not doing it for money or fame. Of course, in the future, if that ever came about, I would not be complaining. But no, I'm just doing it for fun. Hopefully one day make a career out of it. But yeah, it takes a long time to ever make money off YouTube. So the next assumption is your parents let you do whatever you want. I don't really know how to answer that because I don't do anything anyway. Like, there's nothing I'd ever do that I'd be like, oh mom, can I do this? Or dad, can I do this? Like, I only do things that like are normal. Like, I'd never be like for instance, if I a few years ago wanted to go to the likes of BD or Boxed Off, which I wouldn't go to because it's not my scene anyway, but my mum and dad wouldn't approve, if that makes sense. But I wouldn't have asked to go anyway. So I feel like the things they don't let me do, I wouldn't want to do anyway, if that makes sense to people. So the next assumption is you suffer with your mental health. Yeah, so I do. I don't really know how to talk about it. I don't really talk to anyone about it. I don't know. I just don't really feel safe talking about it because I just feel like a lot of people would come at me being like, oh, you're an attention seeker, you're just looking for blah 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 blah. And I don't want pity. I don't want like any sympathy. Like the majority of us go through it. It's not like out of the ordinary. Yeah, I do, and I don't see a problem with saying that out loud, that yeah, there's nothing to be ashamed of. And when this is all over, if I'm still feeling the way I am, I will seek further help. I've in the past tried to do something about it, and the doctors kind of just put it down to my pill and changed it, but nothing changed, if that makes sense. So I don't really know. I think it's just me, to be honest. Maybe one day when I'm comfortable with talking about it, I will. But at the moment, I just don't know where to start. So the next one is, you're the most beautiful girl both inside and out. Not an assumption, it's the true XX. Shut up. That's one of my friends who said that. Love you, but thanks. Oh my god, you're making me so awkward. The next assumption is you're secretly Madonna. Oh my god, yeah, I think that could be a possibility. I've got called it quite a few times actually, so I think there's a resemblance. If you're not picking it up, that's sarcasm. The next one is you're the bold child. I'm the bold child? What, between me and my sister? Yeah, I think I would have been the bold child. I would have been the bold child more in like my personality. I would have been more of a struggle to take care of, but my sister would have been more of the bold child in the sense of like parties and going out and drinking, and I'd just be like, I don't want that dinner, if that makes sense. I was a really bold little child, like a 2-year-old, but we're not going to get into that because I think there was something deeper than that. I think I was actually possessed or something. But anyone who knows me, anyone who's a family friend watching this, let's just not talk about it, will we not? People think I'm messing, but I'm not talking about it. People either think it's funny or people would think I'm a psycho, so I'm not talking about it. But like all of a sudden, when I turned like 4, I turned into an angel. Isn't that cool? So the next one is, this is such a cute one. Someone just said, I played you in soccer in school and I assumed you were mean, but you're actually really nice. That is actually crazy. I never knew I played you in soccer. What the hell? What did she say? What year that was? No, I actually don't remember that. I would never remember the opposite team, but that's actually mad. Small world, isn't it? But yeah, thanks girl, you're so supportive, and I'm happy that I didn't turn out to be a bitch. Again, that's someone else that assumed that I'd be mean just by my appearance, so don't judge, guys. Someone said, you're only doing makeup because you hate your course. No, Like, I love makeup so much, but I never really thought about it being a career. I've really only got properly into makeup in the last like 6 months, which is crazy to think that like I'm just looking around at all the makeup, it's insane. But yeah, I've only started and I really want it to be my full-time job, because do you know when you just know something is for you? That's how I feel about makeup. So the next assumption is you have a different personality in real life opposed to in your videos. I'd be a lot more confident on YouTube than I would be in real life. Because I don't, like, you need to be confident on YouTube. Like, I want to be confident for you guys to entertain you, and I want to show people to be confident, and that doesn't mean I'm confident on the day-to-day basis, like, but I'm trying, like, I'm trying so hard to get confident and all this, and people need to realise only because someone like likes to do their hair, do their makeup, look nice, that doesn't mean they're confident. Like, I think a lot of people just assume like your typical pretty girl is so confident, she loves herself, when most of the time that's not the case. And I think from a lot of these questions I've proved that being a pretty girl leads to people automatically thinking that you're a bitch, or that you are stuck up, or you're intimidating. So I don't really know. And I'm not calling myself a pretty girl, but I'm just saying, because like that's how people would refer to me when they're talking about that, like just by my looks they think that. So yeah, it's kind of shitty, but I don't know, I don't really understand it. So the next assumption is you get paid for doing YouTube and you want to get paid. No, I don't get paid for YouTube. Like, my channel's monetized, but like I've only made like a $5 so far, because I only got monetized like last week. But of course I'd love to get paid. Like, the amount of work that goes into YouTube, like, I feel like in the future I deserve to get paid by the amount of work that I've put in. Like, I've nearly uploaded 70 videos. That is insane for the amount of hours that go into each video, into the editing. So in the future I would love to get paid. Wouldn't we all? The next assumption is you were bold in school. No, I wasn't bold in school. Would you believe? First to sixth year I never got a single note. Isn't that kind of weird? I don't know, and I never really done homework. I just used to get away with it all the time. I would have been like a chatterbox sometimes, and I'd like, the teachers would be like, Lucy, stop talking, Lucy, stop talking. But it would never get to the stage where they'd like shout at me, or like I'd stop most times when they'd say to stop, if that makes sense. So the next assumption is you used to smoke. Yeah, like I used to smoke when I was drinking. Whenever I'd be awkward on a night out and everyone was smoking, I'd just be like, oh, can I have left on? Like, I just felt like really uncomfortable. As I said in my last Q&A, I am really uncomfortable when I drink, and I don't like doing that. So I feel like I used to only smoke when I was drinking, just to kind of, because I was standing there all the time, so like most time not drinking, or most time if I was drinking I'd be basically sober. And I just used to smoke just to be doing something, or to spark a conversation, or like just to feel like I'm not just a weirdo standing there. And now looking back, I'm like, what were you doing? Like I was never addicted. I never bought my own cigarettes. I never like bought my own whatever. Like, I don't know why I did. I just done it to fit in, I guess, which is a terrible thing to do. I just done it because other people were doing it. And I know it's so stupid, but yeah. And my New Year's resolution was actually to never smoke again, and I haven't. And that was January, February, March. That was 5 months ago. So yeah, no, I've no interest in ever smoking again. I don't know why I done it. If people smoke, that's completely fine. I don't really give a shit. But don't feel only because you're uncomfortable on a night out or awkward that you have to smoke to fit in. I don't know why I done it. I just didn't want to be there anyway. Like, I just done it just for something to do. So yeah, don't be like me. So the next assumption is what? See, this is another thing. Like, someone who asked this follows me and knows I have a boyfriend, but why are you asking this? Someone said, I assume you are 20 times more good looking in person than on Insta. Maybe he meant no harm by doing that. He was just asking. Maybe he was just wanting to play the game. But I don't know actually. I really don't. Definitely not fucking 20 times. A lot of people say to me that I look the same in photos than I do in real life. So I think I'm just the same. The next assumption is you definitely drink cider. Cider would be like Orchard Thieves and all, wouldn't it? Is Copperberg a cider? I don't know. There's ciders, spirits. What's Copperberg? Is there another thing? I don't know. My battery's gonna die and I don't need to keep talking about. But yeah, I think I would drink cider. I used to drink Orchard Thieves. The next assumption is you get along better with guys than girls. I would say yes, that would be true. Definitely true. Growing up, I would have been playing football with the boys, and while the girls were all sitting on the ground chatting, if that makes sense. And it wasn't the sort of thing, it wasn't weird, like no one thought it was weird. I was just counted as one of the lads. So yeah, I would have got along, like not that I would have got along, but I just felt like I had more in common with the boys, if that made sense. Kind of weird because I didn't used to wear makeup. I was a proper tomboy when I was like 12 or 13, so yeah. The next assumption is you can't spell. That's from someone in my college course. Yeah, I can't spell. Like, do you know when you're like trying to spell something on your phone and even dictation? Even dictation doesn't even know what you're trying to spell and you have to speak into it. You know it's bad when that happens. So the next assumption is you hate Leave Oil and always have and always will. Yeah, it's kind of like the sort of thing, like I love to hate them, if that makes sense. I have since I was like 12. Just kind of natural to me now at this stage. So yeah, moving on. I'm messing. You're bearable sometimes. So the next one is, someone said, such a superstar, so glad to see you doing YouTube. Well done, lovely, keep at it. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. You're such a lovely person. Thank you. Like, I just love people. People are so nice. There can be some horrible people out there, but there's just such lovely people at the same time. So the last assumption is you don't like Wicklow. I actually, I don't know. Like, Wicklow's fine. Like, I don't do anything anyway. Like, I love my house and that's in Wicklow, so I guess it's good in that sense. My family's in Wicklow, my friends are in Wicklow. Like, yeah. I used to hate it when I was like 15 or 16 because like obviously you couldn't go to pubs or anything and just there was literally nothing to do. And now, well, apart from a pandemic, but there's no nightclub in Wicklow. Like, I give a fuck anyway. But for people who like to drink, there's no nightclub or anything like that, so it's pretty shit in that sense. So that was the last assumption, and I really hope you liked this video and found it entertaining in some way. I really like this more sit down, chill kind of thing, and it seems you liked it as well. So I really hope you liked this video. If you did, can you please like, share and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you will get a notification every time I upload. So I really hope you liked this video. You found it entertaining, had a laugh, just something to watch. I really hope you stay safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!